Alright guys, welcome to One Block. We have a completely empty world minus this one singular block underneath us. Everything that we need for this world is going to come from this one block that auto-generates. I'm sure most of you guys know how one block works. Now it's been a very long time since I've played a one block map, so I'm excited to see how this has changed. But let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get started mining our one block. Oh, we got a progress bar at the top. I like that. That's not something that used to have. It's definitely been at least a couple years since I've played one block, so I'm sure things have changed a lot. Let's go ahead and grab up as much of this as we can. Alright, step one. Did we get anything for that? Doesn't seem like it. Let's go ahead and expand this out a little bit. So maybe we don't lose as many blocks. And there's our first wood, okay. And I lost one, great. Alright, let's go ahead and make ourselves a crafting table. Get that placed down. And might as well go ahead and make a wooden axe since we're getting a lot of wood, it seems like here. I think I do want to go ahead and make a chest just to start throwing everything in, just in case something bad happens. I don't want to lose all of our stuff that we've been gathering. Ooh, and we got some grass spread here, perfect. But I think right now I'm just going to keep mining and see what happens after we finish up this progress bar on the top. Oh my goodness, that scared the crap out of me. Wow, alright. What do you got for me, bud? Dirt for gravel. You can order a pig. That's interesting. Beetroot seeds, honestly. We can get a couple beetroot seeds. That way we have some kind of food source eventually. Yeah, that man gave me a heart attack. Alright, so I think I want to make some slabs and start expanding this platform with those slabs. I kind of want to get rid of all the dirt that I just placed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, then I'll get right back with you. Dude, move. Alright, got a little bit more room here now. I kept some dirt here so this grass can spread, because I'm sure I'm going to want grass in the future as we start to build out this world. But it is nighttime, so I think I'm just going to keep on mining and see where this takes us. Ooh, got our first sapling. Alright, now we finally have a source of wood that is not the one block. So let's go ahead and get an area where we can get this planted. Alright, first tree is planted in the world. Now let's get back to it. Goodness gracious. That is going to get me every single time. I can order a cow. Nice. Ooh, I definitely want to get some coal. And ice. Get a water source. Let's just get some of that. Let's grab a stack. And then let's grab a couple water sources. I wonder what this guy will level up to. Let's just get a little bit more of everything. See if he levels up like a normal trader. Okay, so it just makes everything cheaper. Alright, well, now we know. But it does mean we can get ourselves some torches. And we can't put them down anywhere over here. So let's throw all this in. And we got light. Alright, and back to it. Alright, on to the next stage. These stages don't seem to be changing much yet. I was hoping to get into some stone already. There we go. Perfect. Now it is time to make a pickaxe. That way we can get ourselves some stone. Can you move? Alright. First piece of cobble. Alright, and sun is up on day number 2. We do have a couple more saplings. So I'm going to expand this tree farm out this way. And maybe just start expanding this platform in all 4 directions for right now. Just to give us some more room as things pop up here. We have places for them to go. I would love to get some animals soon. And I want to take this grass and make a little pasture out on this side. So that when we do get animals, we can take them over there. And we also have ice, and we have some beetroot seeds, so we can start getting a little farm together. First thing, I want to expand this tree farm out a little bit. Alright, tree farm's expanded out a little bit, and I think this guy is a new guy. He is. We can order sheep. Ooh. How much cobble do we have? Got 9 here. I don't think we have any in here. Okay, so hopefully this guy sticks around for a little bit. I'd love to get a sheep. Even though I guess we can't shear the wool off of it until we get iron. So I guess we're not in that much of a rush. Ooh, we got our first tree grown. Alright. I'm gonna knock this down. Hopefully we get a few more saplings out of it. But I do want to expand out this way and start a little farm. Oh, I already got a sapling. Okay. Let's get that back in the ground. Goodness, go away. These guys are so annoying. Alright, so we got our platform for our farm all sorted out. Got our ice block in the middle. Hopefully these torches will help that melt. And then we can till this up and get our beetroot planted. I did waste an ice block because I thought you could break it and turn it into a water source. But turns out you can't. So we're going to have to wait for this to melt. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to get back to mining. Oh, we got a spruce sapling. Let's go. This needs to get planted right away. That way I'm not stuck with only oak. If I can get a good supply of spruce wood, that would be a game changer for building out this island. I'm a big fan of spruce. This melts already? Alright, let's go. Make ourselves a hoe and get these seeds planted. Alright, we got our first renewable source of food. Oh man. We got another one. What do you got for us? Ooh, carrots. Yes, 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 yes. And more ice. Honestly, I don't need the ice, but I will take the carrots. Thank you, sir. Ooh, and we got another spruce sapling. But let's go ahead and get these carrots planted first. Our farm is growing. I'll replace this with spruce. Nobody wants that oak. Give me spruce. And back to mining. Ooh, another one. Okay, let's go. Ooh, iron. Absolutely. Absolutely gonna buy some iron. How much dirt do we have? 44. I don't want to use all my dirt. But let's get us 16 to start. Yeah, let's go with that. And we'll make ourselves a furnace. Put that down, get some coal in there, and get that iron smelted up. That's huge. Alright, on to day 3 and on to the next stage. This rain has been non-stop. I wish I could sleep to get rid of the rain. Also, speaking of sleeping, probably going to start having phantoms spawning soon. So I wouldn't mind getting a little cover over this central area. That way we can keep out the phantoms at night while I'm sitting here mining this. I think that's what I'm going to knock out next real quick. Got all our iron smelted up. I'm just going to put that away for now. Don't want to blow through that just yet. Do want to smelt up some stone. Oh, we got our first spruce tree. Our axe is definitely going to break mining this. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new one. And let's knock this out. Alright, first little bit of spruce wood. Oh, well. Our trader is in the tree. And the rain stopped. Maybe it was him that was causing the rain. Poor guy. I'd rather have the spruce wood than the trader anyway. Go ahead and grab some more saplings. One more sapling, I guess. Definitely need to make sure I get any that drop out of here. But we got spruce wood. That's awesome. I think I want to replace these fence posts that I just made with spruce wood. Oh, we got a new one. What do you got? Sand, calcite, chicken, potatoes. Definitely get some potatoes. Kelp, why not? Might as well grab what we can. I think I'm good on the animals for right now. But I do want to go ahead and get these potatoes planted. Let's grab our hoe. And go ahead and get these in the ground. Oh, another spruce tree. Let's go. Alright, I'm getting sidetracked here. I need to finish this little overhang. Keep us safe from phantoms at night. I want to do some stone bricks. Make some slabs out of those. Alright, we got a little bit of protection from above now. Do need to go back in and light this up somehow. Alright, there we go. We got light. We got cover. Now if the phantoms do start to spawn, we can just hang out in here most of the night. I'm going to organize my inventory, get those spruce trees, and then get back to mining this one block. Dude, get away from me. Oh, we got some coal. Alright. Definitely making some progress. And some dripstone. Alright, finally starting to get some resources. And some iron. Let's go. I guess I didn't really need to trade for that iron earlier because I haven't used it yet. But at least it gave us a little bit of a head start. Alright, our stone pickaxe just broke. But now that we are starting to get iron from the one block, I think I am more than okay with getting an iron pickaxe here. There we go. Isn't an iron pick. Let's get all the rest of this put away. Starting to lose some hunger. Hopefully, I can never tell when beetroots are fully grown. Is this fully grown? It is. Okay, cool. So, farm's starting to come together. We got a food source. Not a good one, but we do have food. I think I'm going to save the rest of this farmland for carrots and potatoes because those are much better than beetroot. So I'm just going to put these seeds away for now. Alright, new trader. That sound is starting to scare me less and less. Jungle saplings, weed seeds. Definitely want weed seeds. So I'm going to grab that. I do not care for jungle wood. But I will grab these seeds. Thank you, sir. And we will go ahead and get these planted down. Now what I should also do is take my other 2 ice blocks and make an infinite water source. Ooh, and we got our infinite water source here now. Ice melted. It's big, and we got iron. We can make buckets as well. Honestly, let's go ahead and make a bucket. Alright, new trader. Cactus. Pig. You can keep it, bud. I'm good. I'm good. Alright, so now that we got a bunch of spruce saplings, I want to start growing the big 2x2 trees. But unfortunately, we set up this tree farm based off of 1 block tree, so we're gonna have to do some rearranging right here. But I would love to get the 2x2 trees so we can start getting a ton of spruce wood for when we get ready to build. So I'm gonna knock these down, rearrange a little bit, and figure out where I'm gonna put these new trees. Alright, new tree farm is down. We got enough room for 4 of these big spruce trees, so soon we should start getting a ton of spruce wood, which we're gonna need for when we start actually building stuff out here. But while those are growing, I'm gonna get back to mining. Where's this? Why are you up there? Why are you up there? Come here. Let me see what you got for me. Thank you. Ooh, some tough. Order a sheep. I think I should do that. Yeah, let's do that. Because we have the iron now, we can shear it, and then we can make a bed once we get our sheep in. We have grass. We don't have a place to put it yet, but we'll figure that out. We did get all 4 of our spruce trees to grow, so I'm going to take a second and chop all these down. Alright, I took down those 4 giant spruce trees. We got just over 5 stacks of logs from that. That should be more than plenty for the time being. While I was doing that, I kind of got an idea on what I want to do with this world. Instead of building out like the typical platforms going out each way, I kind of want to build what looks like an actual floating island around this one block. So we're going to have this one block down in a cave in the center of the island, and have the majority of the island over top of it, looking like a regular island in Minecraft with the grass, the stone underneath, and all that. And then have our one block in the middle and have all our builds on top, and maybe even expand out into different floating islands throughout the world for different stuff. Like we can have our tree farm on one island, our animals on another, our house maybe on this main one, just different stuff like that. I might be biting off a little more than I can chew with that, but I think it would be a really cool look, and it would be a lot different than anything I've ever done in like a skyblock or a one block world. So I think that's what I'm going to work on next. I went ahead and smelted up some stone so that I can have some to start this. I definitely don't have enough. I'm going to need plenty more, but it's enough to get us started at least. Oh, there they are. Phantoms are here. I'm in the middle of trying to figure out what I'm going to do down here and moving everything over, and then of course the phantoms come. But that looks like the sun is on its way, so we might be in the clear. Alright, so I got the start of this island that we're building. I'm going to expand all this down and smooth it out and make it look more natural, but I wanted to get the inside all set up like we're going to have it. I'm going to have it like this. I'm going to add in more texture in this too, some cobblestone and hopefully some andesite, but we are a little short on blocks right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out some more of this one block, hopefully get some more cobblestone so that we can keep building this. And I'm going to keep this little canopy above us until we're able to actually finish off the top of this cave. That way those phantoms don't bother us too much at nighttime. Oh, and here's our sheep. Okay. You're inside the sheep. Now what you got for me? Order cow? Yeah, I think we need a cow. We definitely need a cow. The rest you can keep. But I do want to just go ahead and make a little pen for the sheep and for the cow that we're going to get. Oh, where can we put you? All of this is going to get mined away. So it's all temporary. But let's just get somewhere to keep you safe for now so you're not wandering around. Alright. Sheep's in. Do have wheat, so when we get another one, we can go ahead and breed them up. But I think we're almost to the next stage of this block. Yeah. 50 more blocks. And then we'll see what the next stage has to offer for us. Alright, on to the next stage. Let's see what other new blocks are in here. Ooh, we got some clay. Okay. Some granite. Oh, there we go, some diorite. It seems like it's just more kind of underground cave blocks. Oh, and andesite. That's exactly what I wanted. I love texturing stone with andesite. Oh, and our cow has arrived. Let's go. I need to order another sheep. I need to get my... Yep. We got some lapis. I'll probably get that from the one block. I don't need to trade for that. But that cow also needs a pin. So let's just do the same thing we did for the sheep. Alright, cow is secure, sheep is secure. Oh, don't tell me our sheep's up top. Oh, it sure is. Gotta love that. And they're the phantoms. Holy crap. Alright, well, you guys can hang out here with me for the rest of the night. Now we can get our sheep over into the pen with his friend.
not gonna breed you guys yet because we don't have room and I don't want to move a bunch of sheep when it's time to move them. So we'll just let them hang out in there for right now.
Alright, we got a little bit more stone. Let's start making some more additions here. I'm going to have the entrance to this over here on this side. Honestly, we can use this canopy as like our roof. Just going to get rid of the stone brick part. Now this would have been a lot easier if I had planned anything out beforehand. But I don't tend to do that often. So here we are. Alright, here's the rough start for our cave. Like I said, I'm going to add some texturing in, and I'm going to not make it so blocky. I'm going to add some stuff on the ceiling, on the floor, change up the walls a little bit, and then also add some texture so it kind of looks like a real cave that somebody mined out and found this block here in the middle that just kept regenerating. And then we'll add some dirt up on the top. Probably going to build it up a little bit higher and have a pathway that comes down into this cave. If we take a look at the bottom, this is going to need a lot of work right here. So I'm going to smooth out this bottom, kind of make it get bigger as we go up top, and hide this box that we created right there. But we are very short on cobblestone at the moment. I would love to get a lava source and make a cobblestone generator, because every stage that we go through on this one block, we're starting to get less and less stone. So I'd love to have a good source of just straight cobblestone if we can get that sometime soon. But for right now, I think we just need to keep knocking out this one block and see what else it'll give us.
Alright, we got a new trader. Let's see what this guy's got for us. Gravel, chicken. Honestly, the gravel might be useful eventually if we don't get any from the one block soon. That way we can duplicate our dirt. Because with the idea that I have with a bunch of floating islands, I am going to need a lot of dirt. And I don't have a ton. And just like the stone, I'm starting to get less and less from the one block. So we might need to be getting some gravel. I'm not sure if we'll be able to go to the Nether and grab gravel. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Also, I just realized I have 2 sheep. And I have iron. So I can make shears. And hopefully shear them. Freaking phantoms, dude. Oh, you stuck now? You stuck? Yeah. Well, I need to shear the sheep and make a bed. But I don't really want to go out there and mess with those guys. A nether wart. I'm gonna order a horse. Not anything I can really use. Nether wart, maybe. If I can't go to the nether, I guess I'll grab some just in case. But I really just need a way to get a lava source so I can make a cobblestone generator. Get plenty of stone to finish out this island. Alright, it's about to be day 8, I believe. We got a lot more ores coming out of the one block now. We got some redstone, lapis, copper, and a little bit of gold as well. I want to throw all my iron in. Get that smelted up. We got some more stone being smelted so that we can keep working on this island. Our farm's definitely coming along. That's going to need a harvest here in a minute. Alright, so we went ahead and got the start of an outline for the top of this island. I think I'm going to want to go up 2 or 3 more blocks and extend it out a little bit more as well. Because if we go up here
and look at it, it is a little small for the central island. So I'm going to want to expand this a little bit, but obviously I'm out of stone. I did go ahead and start a dirt staircase so that we can start getting some grass to go up top, because we want grass on the top of it. And that is about all we can do in terms of building out the island right now, because we're out of resources. So I think I'm going to farm up my crops and then get back to mining that one block.
Alright, we got a new one. Come on. Cow site. I do need another cow. Need one more cow so that we can breed them eventually, but other than that, this guy's got nothing for me. Almost on to the next stage though. So hopefully that'll be a little bit deeper in the mines. Maybe we'll be able to get lava from it somehow. That would be ideal. On to step 7. Let's see what kind of new blocks are in here. Maybe some deep slate too. Oh, yeah, there's some deep slate iron. And emeralds, okay.
Ooh, our first diamond. Let's go. Grab that up. There we go. First diamond. Boom. Second. We might be getting a lot of diamonds out of this thing. I also don't know how many stages there are. I think we just on stage 7. I'm not sure how many there are total. So like I said earlier, this is definitely a different version of one block than I played a long time ago. So I'm not sure exactly how this one works. We've got 2 sheep, 2 cows. So we're good on animals. Once we get a permanent spot for them, we'll be able to start breeding them up. But we'd have 5 diamonds already. That's huge. Alright guys, we're on to day 10 now. 10% of the way through these 100 days. We're starting to get a lot of diamonds. I already have 25 out of the one block. This stage definitely has a lot of ores for us, but I'm not getting as much stone as I would like. I have some smelting up in here, but I'm going to need a lot of stone to finish this. So if I'm not able to get a lava bucket from these traders or from the one block, then it's going to be tough to finish out this island, let alone make a bunch of islands. So hopefully we get something soon. If not, we're gonna have to figure out a way to finish out this island. Oh my god. Okay, so my first death, straight into the void. Luckily I really didn't have anything that valuable on me. I finished placing all the stone that I had, and honestly that was the most valuable thing that I had with me, so I lost 23 levels, but other than that, not too much of a loss, I guess. Let's get our tools back. Almost done with the second layer up here. That's what I was working on when I accidentally jumped off straight into the friggin' void. Once I get this side finished up, let me actually be careful this time. Once I get that side finished up, then I can go ahead and put some of the dirt on the top, and that way the grass can start spreading up there once it reaches. Alright, so the outline of this island is all done. I'm gonna go ahead and start placing dirt all the way around and fill it in. Alright, our upper platform is all filled in with dirt pretty much. This is open so that the grass can keep growing up here. And this is for us to get up and down. Went ahead and spammed it with torches. I think I need to put some more down here. I don't want any surprises from any mobs. Let's just go and throw some around just to be safe. But that took a lot more dirt than I expected it to. All I have left is about a stack and a half. It's looking like I'm definitely going to need to go to the Nether for materials, for lava and for gravel. So hopefully we can get some obsidian in the next couple stages of this one block. If we can't do that, then I'm not sure how we're going to get to the Nether. I don't even know if the Nether has material for us. So, I don't know. We got a lot to figure out. I think I'm just going to try to churn through this one block and knock out a couple stages and see what it's got to offer us.
Alright, we made it on to the next stage. Got a lot more resources. Let's go ahead and get everything put away. 38 diamonds. I'm getting to the point where I might be thinking that it's time to start using some diamond tools. Kind of speed up the process a little bit. But we'll see what this next block or this next stage has to offer for us before we commit to that. I'm gonna get everything put away. Ooh, looks like we do have some nether in this stage. And we got a new trader. Please, come on, give me something. Give me something good. Block of resin and a fox. That's not what I would consider good. Oh, ancient debris? That's crazy. Well, definitely need to make a diamond pickaxe now. Let's go. A shulker shell. This guy's trading me shulker shells. I get 2 shulker boxes for 32 iron. How much iron do I have? Yeah, let's do that. I feel like that could definitely come in handy. Alright, we made it through step 8 or step 9. And I think that might have been the last stage because the progress bar is staying full. But we do have amethyst, that's a new block. I feel like we might have gotten everything out of the block that we can, which is not exciting because I don't have everything. Ooh, there's obsidian. That changes things. If I can get enough obsidian, go to the Nether, then I can finally get some lava. Alright, Joe, so we got enough obsidian to build ourselves a Nether portal. And I don't have any idea what to expect over in the Nether. So to be safe, I'm going to grab my diamonds and just make a full set of diamond armor really quick. I don't know if it's going to be a normal Nether or what's going on, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So we have plenty of diamonds to spare, so I'm not worried about wasting diamonds. But go ahead and get suited up. So yeah, we still have overstack. We have 29 ancient debris, which if we can't get an upgrade template is pretty useless. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but I messed up the dirt up there and accidentally mined the grass block that was supposed to spread all the way up there, so I had to start over. And now it's going to take years for this grass to grow up there. But I think right now we're just going to throw another portal in here for the time being. And I did end up buying some gravel from one of these guys so that I could get myself some flint. We got a flint and steel. Let's light it. Let's check it out. Okay. Well, we're not going to be getting any lava or gravel from here. So that is super unfortunate. Definitely thought we'd be able to do that. Really starting to think it's not even possible for these guys to sell me a bucket of lava. Nether doesn't have any lava for me. So it's going to be a slow grind to get enough stone to finish just this first island. Definitely going to have to rethink the plan when it comes to building multiple islands. If I can't get lava and get a cobblestone generator, then
Definitely not going to be able to build more than one island, at least like this. Might have to flex a little bit and use some different materials. Who knows, maybe I can build it out of ancient debris, because I seem to have more that than cobblestone. Alright, y'all, so I've got the majority of this island, the base of it anyway, all finished out. Still need to add in some more texturing, but it's taken me forever to mine enough stone out of the one block to finish it all. But I think what I need to do next is build a staircase down from here, going up to the top, and then kind of start migrating all my stuff up there. I'm thinking that I want to use this kind of second level inside and turn this into a little bit of a storage room. Since we don't have a ton of space up top, I want to build like a small little house up here and then have this as my storage, because I'll show you how out of hand the storage is getting over here. It was all very nice at first, but now we've just gotten so many ores and stuff that it's gotten a little rough. So that's what I'm going to work on next. I'm just going to make it out of oak, since we have an absurd amount of oak logs. I'm going to make it out of that. That way we have an easy way up and down here. Alright, y'all, so I got my stairway all finished up. Almost finished up. Once the grass finishes growing up, I'll be able to finish this last little row right here. It leads us all the way up top to our platform. And I also went ahead and built ourselves a little storage room down here. We have plenty of double chests on both sides. That should be more than enough to get us through these 100 days. I haven't moved everything over yet. That is what I'm going to work on next. And once I get everything moved in, I'm going to work on getting rid of everything down here. Getting rid of our farms, all the platform down there, so the only thing left in this world is this island that we built. Alright, y'all, we got everything totally knocked out. All of that progress that we made is gone. Our grass has made it to the top. And we got a clean slate, a fresh big island up here. Well, not that big, but we got a fresh island that we can work on. I definitely need a house, some kind of base. Right now, this is all I got, so I'll probably move my bed and stuff down in here for the time being until I get something built up top. But for right now, I just want to add some finishing touches on this little cave entrance right here. Obviously, you can see the back side of our storage room, and I kind of want to just make things look a little bit nicer in here. So I'm going to work on that right now. I'm going to grab some materials and then knock that out. Alright, so this is our little one block cave finally finished up. Got our lanterns in here. Got it textured a little bit. Still a little boxy, but smoothed out the corners just enough. I'm liking the way that this is looking. Now we come up to our top platform, and I'm so excited about this grass being up here. I've been waiting and waiting hours for this grass to go up that little staircase. Hopefully this will just take off now that it's up here, spread out across the whole area. Now we got to figure out what kind of little house we want right over here. Obviously we don't have a lot of room for a huge house build, but we got enough room for a nice little cozy shack. And most of the room is downstairs. This is what I needed a lot of space for. I don't need a lot of space up top. So I'm going to figure something out, and then I'll get back with you guys once I start building that. Alright, so this is the basic structure that I'm thinking about right here. Our spruce outline, I'm going to add diorite to the inside. It's going to be, wow, that's going to be very tight. I'm probably just going to have to do the walls right here. That's okay. I also moved our water source up here. Used some of the clay that I had been getting from the one block. Eventually I'm thinking maybe I want to make this into like a brick well or something like that. But we'll see. We'll get to that. Right now I'm going to throw in these walls and try to figure out kind of the layout that we're going for this house.
Alright, so we got our walls in. Like I said, very small, but we don't need much. All of our storage is down there. All I really need room for is maybe some furnaces over on this side and our bed over here. Definitely nothing big. I'm hoping I have enough deep slate for the roof. I might not. I might have to mine the one block some more for that. But I would love to throw a deep slate roof on this. And then once we get the roof on, we can get a different floor in, reuse some of this dirt, and then start adding details into this thing. Alright, so we got our roof on, and we got a little chimney in there. I usually don't put chimneys on my houses, but this one was so small and simple, I feel like it needed just a little something extra over there on the side. So it made some more bricks, threw that chimney on there. The roof is a mix of deep slate bricks and deep slate tiles. If we take a look in FreeCam, you can see outlined it in spruce and then got our deep slate mix in there. Still need to add in these little bits inside right there. I'll probably just throw in some more diorite. But I'm going to get those in, and then we really got to start working on detailing this thing. And look how much this grass is spreading. That's awesome. Soon this is going to be all green and not ugly brown. That's so exciting. But now it's detail time. So I want to lock in, make a little bit of materials that I'm going to need, and then just go to town. Alright, y'all. So I got most of the little details knocked out. I'm waiting on these 2 trees to grow so I can grab some leaves of them and throw them right here on top of these composters. We got a little window box. We got our lanterns on all 4 corners. We come inside. We put our floor in. We got our furnaces right here where the chimney is. And our bed over on the side. And we moved everything out of here. And I think we're all set on our little starter house. And there's a tree. Perfect timing. I'm going to take off a few of those leaves, get them here. And then details are just about done. There's not a ton we can do. So this is the problem with all these chests. I have to go into like 4 chests every time I need something. But anyway, there's not a ton we can do with the materials that we have. But hopefully we can get a little bit more creative and just figure out some cool ideas to make this place look as good as possible. But our grass is spreading very well. I'm really liking that. Eventually, I want to move these guys to their own island and maybe turn this stretch into like a little bit of farmland. But that's going to require a lot more stone and a lot more dirt, which means a lot more mining of that 1 block. Alright, y'all. So I did a little bit of reading on this mod pack, and turns out over in the Nether, they have piglin traders pop up like we have these traders over here in the overworld. So I'm hoping if I can get over there and build out a little platform, maybe one of the piglin traders will trade me lava. So I have a bunch of slabs. Unfortunately, the only material I have a lot of is wood. I know it's probably going to go bad building with wood in the Nether, but that's really our only option right now. So I rebuilt my Nether portal up here just temporarily. I'm going to hop through that and build out a little platform, see if we can't get a piglin trader to spawn out there. So we're in the Nether. We got a big platform built out. I'm assuming these piglin traders are the same as the villager traders on the other side, and they just randomly spawn in. So I built ourselves a little hidey hole back here behind the portal. I'm just going to hang out there for a little bit, wait until I hear the fireworks, hopefully, like they do in the overworld, or hear anything else. Why are you up there? Well, this guy looks different, doesn't he? Come here, dude. Noil. This is different. Now I can buy emeralds? I wonder what happens if I level him up.
Yeah, by the way, the Nether thing did not seem to be working. So I came back over here. Let me grab... Where's my iron? Let me see what happens if I level this guy up. The other guys... Oh, I can only trade once? Dude, come on. Complete all requirements for the visitor to stay. Okay. I don't think I can make a brown bed. Because I never bought any jungle wood. So I don't have cocoa beans. So I don't have any brown dye. Super sick. Well, never mind on that plan. This guy just followed me through my portal in here. I should make a door on this thing so these guys can't keep coming through as well. Really hoping we get a trader out here. I don't think regular piglin trades will give me anything. I do have gold, but I don't think they trade lava. I guess I'm just gonna hang out, keep waiting for a little bit. No way he just fell off. Brother. So this guy is different than the other traders. I wish I had bought jungle saplings earlier and got some cocoa beans, but I can't believe that guy just fell off the map. Big idiot. Oh, shit. Why are there blazes right there, dude? I'm not even in a fortress. Oh my goodness, they're gonna burn down the whole platform. Holy crap. Okay, well I did want blazes, but I did not expect them to spawn right there. So we're gonna have to go deal with that somehow. I want to get a couple blaze rods so that I can make some potions, some weakness potions, and then once I build a mob farm, maybe I can cure some villagers. But I did not expect them to be right there. That is super unfortunate. And we got all these piglins out here too. I don't want to accidentally hit the zombie piglins. Gonna have to cheese them. Oh gosh, no, 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 no. Here we go. Everything's burning! Alright, well, not having fun over there. I'm gonna have to rebuild that whole thing. Alright, I got a couple stacks of granite. That's a block I'm definitely not gonna use out here. I'm gonna go back in and try to rebuild as things are burning, I guess. Oh my gosh, they were ready to shoot. Honestly, just burn the whole platform down. And I'll just restart. This is a mess. This is a mess. Everything's burning around me. Gotta love it, dude. Gotta love it. I'm scared I'm gonna hit that piglet if I try to hit this blaze. There's two of them right here. Did I get glowstone dust from that blaze? What in the world? Alright. Cleared off the platform. Got the important bits covered in granite. That first blaze dropped me glowstone dust, which is weird. But I'm gonna see if they spawn some more. I'm gonna see if I can't get some blaze rods from them. Alright, but we do have some some regular piglins now. So I'm gonna go grab my gold. You're not supposed to be in here. I'm gonna grab my gold, see if I can't trade with them, see what they give me. Swift sneak 3? Okay. So it seems like it's definitely all regular trades. Nothing different about it here. Ooh, string. That's huge though. I can make a bow with that. Alright, well I didn't get anything super great out of that. I did get a dry ghast. A couple swift sneak books, soul speed boots, leather. I had to get string so I can make a bow. That'll be good. I've been wanting a bow, especially if I'm going to be out here in the Nether. That'll make things a lot easier. But I want to see if we can't get another blaze to spawn, because I want to see if they only drop glowstone dust for some reason. So I would love to grab a couple blaze rods. No way! Oh my goodness. Well, the blaze spawned. Blaze spawned and shot me off the platform. And I love the Nether. I love the Nether so much. Alright, well, so much for everything I just traded for. I feel like the Nether is not the way to go. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time mining the one block and just see if I can grab some more materials. Alright, y'all. So I've just been mining the one block for the past few days, just trying to get a bunch more resources, mostly more stone. And I think I have enough to where we can make another island and we can get these animals moved over to that island. I also spent a little time trading with the traders that appeared. I got jungle saplings just to see if we could get some cocoa beans to grow on them. I've had about 6 trees grow and haven't had any cocoa beans, so I don't even know if it's a possibility. But I'm just going to keep these planted and just see if that happens. I also bought some sand from one of them, smelted up about half of that, so we have glass in case we need any glass. But I think it's time we start on a new island. I want to go out this way, and I'm going to make a little bridge over there. Now, this next island is not going to be as tall as this one. I'll probably just keep it like 3 or 4 blocks deep of the stone. That way we don't have to use so much. But I do want to make the top a little bit bigger. Hopefully we have enough dirt for that. We should. We have a good bit of dirt. But first, let's see, where's our dirt? Yeah, we got about 10 stacks of dirt. Should be able to make a good sized island. First we need to make a bridge, which we have plenty of oak wood for. So I'm gonna make most of it out of oak and probably use some spruce for some accents and stuff on the side. But I'm gonna get started on that now. Alright, we got ourselves a nice little bridge. Nice and simple. Just oak for the walkway, spruce accents on the side. Now we can start building our second island over there. I think I want to go ahead and get it lined out with some dirt, get an idea for the size of it, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the outline of the island all figured out. Up next, I need to drop down a little bit and start making the base. I think I'm going to start off with some deep slate
for probably just the bottom row or two, and then move that up to cobblestone, stone, and andesite. Just really try to save as much stone as I can and mix in all these other blocks to help save on resources. So I'm going to drop down, build myself a platform out of slabs, and then we'll see if we can't get the bottom of this island built. Alright, so all that stone that I had got us probably a little bit over halfway. We just got this in to finish up now. So I'm going to go ahead and go to bed and then keep mining the one block and see if we can't grab enough stone just to finish that out. Turtle egg. Oh my goodness, I can craft a lava bucket. Magma block. How do I get a magma block? Oh, I can craft a magma block. Okay, well, that's pointless. Flint and steel. Oh my god, I can do that. No way. Bro, I could have had lava this whole time. Flint and steel and cobblestone. Oh my god. I'm the biggest dummy ever. I should have looked through this. Well, we can make a cobblestone generator now. Let me make these magma blocks. Wow. Holy crap. 46 days later. We could have done this 30 days ago. Oh my goodness. But hey, it's alright. We got it now. We can make ourselves a cobblestone generator, and we can have as many islands as we want. I think I'm going to throw the generator inside of this island, actually. We have all this space in here. Might as well use it. So I'm going to grab the materials I need for that and put it together in here. Well, guys, we friggin' did it. We finally got a cobblestone generator. So now I can just sit here and mine as much cobblestone as we need. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I figured that out now and not on like day 90. So that's what I'm going to do for a while. I'm just going to sit here and mine a crap ton of cobblestone. Alright, we got cobblestone for days now. That's what I'm talking about. I need to go get some of this smelting so we can finish out our second island. Alright, y'all. Morning of day 50. We are halfway through these 100 days, and our second island is completely filled in. The bottom of it is completely filled in with stone, and we got the beginning of our little animal pens over here. I decided to bring up a little platform to give it a little variance in the elevation, also because I think it's right here. We had slabs on top of the lava, so we couldn't put a dirt block there. So we decided to raise up this whole side. We got the beginning of our cow and sheep pens over here. I think I just want to plant some trees and make this kind of lush. Might have some farms over on this side, just some little farms. But we're going to go ahead and finish decorating these pens and then get our animals moved over. Our grass is like 3/4 of the way over there, so it shouldn't be too much longer. I went ahead and made this 2 blocks wide so that hopefully it would grow a little bit faster and we can get this whole island nice and green. Alright, y'all, we got all our animals moved over. A little bit of decoration on our pens over here. And we got some trees planted. Grass is growing. Everything's coming along. Up next, I think I want to replant those farms that I tore up from our original platform down here. I think I want to have maybe potatoes over in this corner. And then on this island, we can do a wheat field and a little carrot field. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the bed. And then tomorrow, that is our game plan. Alright, y'all, crop farms are planted in. Got a little wheat farm here, carrots over on this side.
And then over on our island, we got a potato farm. I moved our little well over so I could have a little bit more room for these potatoes. I'm going to start using this as my main food source. Throw those in the furnace and get some baked potatoes. But yeah, farms are done. Now we're just waiting on this grass to spread, so it's not just a big, ugly brown island. Alright, now up next, guys, I think I want to spend some more time in the Nether. I haven't spent a lot of time there, and I feel like there's probably some progression in this map that requires the Nether. So I'm going to spend some time over there, expand that platform out a little bit, not build it all out of wood this time, and just kind of see what happens. Maybe we get a trader, maybe we get some more blazes to spawn, but I'm going to head over there and see what's going on. Alright, well, we got some more blazes. Let's see if I can't take another one out. See if I can get a blaze rod from it. What did I get? I dropped glowstone dust again? Something's not right here. Why is it dropping glowstone dust? What is the point of that? No traders. Alright, well, we spent a little bit of time in the Nether, and nothing happened. Got a few more blazes to spawn, but they also just dropped glowstone dust for some reason. And so I don't know what's up with that. I don't know how we're supposed to get blaze rods. I want to make a brewing stand, but oh well. I think it's about time we build classic mob grinder. You know, what's a one block or a sky block world without a mob grinder? We have a way to get infinite cobblestone now, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time mining some more cobblestone just to make sure we have enough. And then once I get all those materials, I'm going to get building. Alright, so I gathered all the materials that we're going to need for this mob grinder. I started on a little path. I'm going to take it out from here and build it up right here. So I got everything. These shulker boxes actually came in handy, the ones that I grabbed from the trader a while ago. I got all my materials, so let's get building. Alright, y'all, mob farm is done. Just finished it up. I made 2 stories in there. Let's go down, check it out, see how it's doing. Oh yeah. I got hoppers to collect everything that they drop, so I don't have to worry about sifting through it in my inventory. I can just grab what I need out of there. But I love in a world where there's literally 0 area for them to spawn, and you build a mob grinder like this, just how good it works. Even just a simple one. I don't know how that spider spawned. I thought I spider proofed it, but I must have misplaced one of the carpets up there. Alright, just after a couple minutes, almost a stack of gunpowder, half a stack of bones, a couple bows. Yeah, this thing will work great. Right now though, I really just want these bones. I want some bone meal so I can start adding some grass and flowers around the area. This way I can just kind of go around and add a little bit more lushness to it. Definitely need to do something about the lighting around here. So I still just have torches placed on the ground in different areas. We got most of our grass spread out over this way. Still got to reach around a little bit up there and over there. Oh, we got a chicken. Not that I really want a chicken, but alright, y'all, this world's coming together. I think up next I want to add another island off on the other side. And that island I want to be primarily for spruce trees. I want to grow a few giant spruce trees on it and just have like a podzol spruce biome island. I think I'm going to do that one just straight off this direction. Probably about the same distance, same size as that one, not too big. So I think I got to mine up some more cobblestone. I used pretty much all that I had on this. So I'm going to mine that up, get some stone smelted, and then we'll get busy on our next island.
No way, he spawned up there. Dude, can't trade with you if you're all the way up there. Oh well, probably didn't have anything useful anyway.
Okay, second bridge is built. I think we got enough stone and cobblestone to go ahead and get this island going. So I'm going to grab that, and then we'll get to building. Okay, second island is done. I did keep this one pretty small. Missing a little bit of dirt there. I kept this one pretty small, but I think this is where I want to house our nether portal. I'm going to throw this thing right here. Let's get this thing lit again. This is the last time I move this nether portal. This is its permanent spot. I'm tired of mining down that whole thing. And next, I just want to throw a bunch of giant spruce trees on here. Throw one there. Maybe one here. I don't really want to cover up. Let's do one right there. And then do one more right there. And then I brought my bone meal. Go ahead and bone meal these. Hopefully that covers just about this whole platform with podzol. It's looking like it will. Come on, one more. You're just gonna eat all my bone meal? Alright, well, I got more bones. Let's take a look at that so far. Oh yeah. Throw one more right there. I'll add like maybe a coarse dirt path or something through here. And that'll look pretty sick. I definitely need to light that up though before I get mobs over there. I'm gonna sleep the night away. And then we'll finish it off. Ooh, that looks like a different guy. Timeout. Getting distracted. Is this one of those visitors? Come here, mister. Don't fall off the map. You picked the worst spot to spawn. Kermit. White bed, orange candle, cooked chicken. Orange candle. We don't have any bees. So how in the world are we supposed to keep these guys around? Man. If we don't have the materials to get them, how do we keep them? Definitely need a little coarse dirt pathway. Or maybe mud. I do have glass. I can make some packed mud. I think that would look cool with the podzol. But yeah, there's our little spruce nether portal island. Alright, there we go. Got our little packed mud walkway going right up to our nether portal. And now we don't have to hear that thing every time we're in our house. And same with the animals. It's so much nicer with them being over there instead of being right beside us, just mooing in our ear all day long. But our crop farms are growing in well. We do got a wild chicken just hanging out over here. Oh, we got a couple of them. And a baby. I got a spruce hanging sign and a flower pot. Maybe mob drops? Well, obviously mob drops are a little different because the blazes dropped glowstone dust instead of blaze rods. So I think I might just spend a little bit of time at that mob grinder. Excuse me, sir.
and kill a bunch of monsters and see if we get any kind of weird drops. Because maybe that's part of the progression that I'm missing. Is that I needed to build a mob grinder to get some different drops. So I'm going to hang out here for a little bit and just see what I can get. Okay, so I did get a brown candle. I can definitely get some different mob drops out of this. I'm gonna spend a while farming these, just see what I get. Alright, y'all, so I spent a lot of time over at that mob grinder. As you can see by my experience levels and the day counter, I spent a good chunk of time over there, and we got plenty of very interesting loot. I put all of the weird stuff into this shulker box. I mean, we got pottery shards, we got 2 armor trims, a few different dyes, different candles, purple stained glass, slime ball, even though there were no slimes, as far as I know, some iron, mushrooms. This all came from witches, but we also got a ton of bones, gunpowder, and rotten flesh, and all of that normal stuff. I did go ahead and switch it over to just an automatic farmer. I put some campfires at the bottom so that they'll just die when they drop to the bottom. So while we're working on the island and stuff, we can go check it periodically and see if we have any other interesting drops. Hopefully that will help us next time we get one of those visitors to be able to complete all 3 of those requirements. But we'll have to see what they require when they get here, and hopefully we got a good little bit of stuff by that time. But I'm going to go put all of this random stuff away. I also got a bunch of good bows that I'm going to combine and make a really good bow out of. So I'm going to put all that away, combine these, and then we'll get on to the next task. Alright, y'all, so I accidentally forgot to record the last few days of this world. I think about like the last 10 days. I didn't do a ton. I did build a piglin farm in the Nether to try to see if they had any interesting drops. We can go check it out. It doesn't really work. I accidentally built it in a crimson forest, as you can see by the horde of hoglins. So I just kind of chalked that. I did use it a little bit, and I didn't get any interesting drops, so I'm not sure if they do drop anything. But other than that, we've still just been getting random stuff from our mob farm. We can go check that out real quick, actually. I put campfires at the bottom, turned it into like a little AFK so we keep catching stuff. But we got a ton of gunpowder, bones, rotten flesh, brown candles, all kinds of types of candles, some dyes. But we're still just waiting on another visitor to pop up. One that has the 3 requirements to keep them. While we've been waiting, I got an idea to build a giant island here for the last little build of these 100 days. Back behind everything, I want it to kind of span all the way across. So I've been mining up a ton of cobblestone for that. And every time these traders pop by and they have the gravel trade, I've been trading that so I could duplicate my dirt. Right now, I think I need to grab a bunch of the cobblestone out of our generator and get that smelted up. I wish I had Silk Touch. I wish I had any enchantments, actually. We have a ton of cobblestone in here that I need to get smelted up, turn it into stone so we can get working on that island. Because we got about 20 days left, and I'm thinking it'd probably take about the rest of the time to finish out the island, at least with the size that I'm thinking of right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cobblestone smelting, start gathering up some resources for that, and then I'll get back with you guys when we're ready to build. Alright, y'all, we got a good bit of stone to get us started. We got almost this full shulker box of stone as well. So I'm going to bridge out behind. Now I'm thinking I want this island to be up higher than the other 3.
and also kind of span all the way across. So I'm going to go back a good little bit, and then we honestly might just start the bottom of the island right around this level. Kind of have like the bottoms here, right around here, and then have the island go way up here. I think if we go out about right here should be pretty good. And then we can start building the bottom of this. And I do want the bridges to connect. I'm gonna make a staircase off the middle of each of these bridges, so we have 2 ways up to our big island here. But I didn't want to do the bridges first because I don't know exactly how big this is gonna be. So we're just gonna make the island, and then we'll figure out where the bridges should connect from there. Alright, so a little progress update. We got the first few layers of the bottom. Trying to keep it as organic as possible. Just kind of randomly placing the stone around. I need to make sure that this end extends a good little bit farther. I also went ahead and started getting the grass to spread because that takes forever, and I want to make sure that's done before the 100 days are up. But we're just going to keep on chugging along, try to get the bottom of this built. I want to bring it up like maybe 3 or so more levels. But we got a long ways to go on this side, so I'm really going to have to spread that part out. I'm going to get back to it, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with this bottom half. Alright, so we got the base of this island pretty much all knocked out. Only thing left is to fill in the top with dirt. Added a little bit higher back section up there to give it some different elevation. But I'm hoping we have enough dirt to fill this up completely. If not, we're definitely going to have to trade with some of our mysterious traders. But I'm going to go grab that dirt, fill in the top of this. I'm hoping that this grass keeps spreading. It has not gone very far yet, but it'll get there. We had plenty of stone to finish out the bottom of that pyramid. So if we want to do any builds on top of the island, then we have plenty more if we want to use any kind of stone bricks or anything, which I'm thinking we might want to do like a stone brick tower or something in here. I did buy some cherry saplings from one of the traders that just popped up. So I think I'm going to plant a bunch of cherry saplings on this island as well. Kind of bring in another little splash of color, as we got a lot of just brown and green. That's kind of why I threw that pale oak sapling in there too, just to give it a little bit of variation. But I'm going to go ahead and fill in all of this dirt, and then I'll get back with you guys once I'm done with that. Alright, y'all, we got the top of our island completely filled in. We had just enough dirt. I had 23 left over, so I ended up making it just the right size for the resources that we had. Went ahead and got torches spammed up here just so we don't have any creepy crawlies spawning. Now our grass is still working its way up, slowly but surely, but we got a couple bridges to build. I want to have one bridge come from the center of this bridge up here, and same thing on the other side. We're just going to kind of mirror it, have another bridge come from the center of this one straight up here. I'm going to try to keep it the same kind of style, but I'm going to grab some more oak wood, some spruce, and get building these 2 bridges. Okay, first bridge is all knocked out. Got our staircase here. Same style as the other bridges. Leads right up to our big island. Now I just got to repeat this same thing over on that side. You got to be kidding me. I am 1 oak log short. 1. Guess I'll go get it from the 1 block. And there's the second bridge all knocked out. Let's make our way down. Oh yeah. 2 bridges built. Our grass is getting there. Let's see how far it is. Okay, not bad, not bad. That should be there soon, and then it'll just take over. I do want to get some cherry trees grown up there. So I'm going to grab some saplings, get them planted, and I have a ton of bones, so I'll just go ahead and bone meal them all, honestly. Alright, cherry trees are planted in. I just love the look of cherry trees. I love how they grow kind of wild. And like, look at these two right here, like making this little archway coming in from our bridge. What I think I want to do right in this area is build like a little tower in the back. I'm going to use some stone bricks. I wish I had some moss so I can make some mossy stone bricks. But I haven't seen that from any of the traders. So I don't know if that's a possibility. But I'm going to get some ideas for a tower to throw back there while we're waiting for that grass to spread and fill out this island. We got about 15 days left, so we should be able to knock out this tower. I think we have enough materials. We should have a ton. Yeah, we got a ton of stone in here. Probably going to make it mostly out of stone bricks and mix in a little bit of regular stone for variation. But I'm going to go ahead and get a design in mind and get everything together. Okay, so I got the materials that I think I'm going to need for at least the base structure of this. And I went ahead and got it laid out. This is kind of the size that I want for at least the bottom portion. And I went ahead and smelted up some cracked stone bricks. And I'm going to use some stone to give this some texture. But I'm going to build this portion up probably about 10 blocks. And then once it gets up there, I'm going to make it a little bit thinner. Take that up a little bit higher. And then the top will probably be about this same size again. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing built up, and then I'll get back with you guys once I'm done with that. Okay, so I'm liking the size of this one so far. I think I'm going to stop with the base of it right there. I'm going to put the roof right where I'm standing right now. I do want like a tall, sharp roof, so that's going to add probably 6 more blocks up at the top. Still got to add in windows and all the details and everything, but I'm liking the base structure of this so far. I think it's going to add a nice little element there in the back. So I need to find a way to get back down to those ladders and then grab some materials for the roof. Alright, so materials are collected for this roof. I think I'm just going to make it completely out of spruce wood. So I'm going to start off with some stairs all the way around. I think I'm going to be using stairs and full blocks to try to make it as sharp and pointy as I can. So I'm going to line up this whole row with our spruce stairs, and then I'll probably do a full block next. I'll probably alternate between stairs and full blocks. Nothing more nerve-wracking than creeping out over the void, placing a roof on a tower. Up next, I think I want to do a full row of full blocks, just right on the inside of all these stairs. And then on top of the full blocks, I can do another row of stairs and keep alternating like that. Definitely not a very big roof, but I think that'll give me just enough sharpness and just enough peak. That's not where I wanted that. But then we'll go around and place these in. Alright, there is our roof in. I like that. And I like the fence post on the sides there and then on the top. So we can call that done on the roof. Definitely still need to add in some windows and stuff. I did go in here. Well, no, I don't have a way in here. I did go ahead and make a platform in here on the top level. So we can cut out some windows up here. Probably just make those bad boys 3 tall. I might put a slab up at the top. Yeah, we got some big windows there. I might just leave those as the only windows. And I think I'm going to fill them in. Probably going to go with the copper trapdoors like we did on the house. Right now I'm a big fan of the copper trapdoors. I'm going to fill those in on these long ones. On the top one, I think I'm going to bring it out a block and have like a little area that you can stand on. But I'm going to go ahead and grab my trapdoors and grab some other stuff that I need to knock out some details on this and then get to work on that. Alright, I think we got what we need for all of our details. Grass is spreading nice. I like it. Start off with the floor in here. Let's see what that guy's got actually. Where were you? These guys have been spawning just random places. I can't even find them half the time. Majority of the time they're up there. Which if I can't find them, it's usually where I assume they are. I have no idea where this guy is. I don't hear him. Alright, well, he's got to be up there. Oh well, anyway, back to it. Starting with the floor, I think I'm going to go with I have some polished blackstone in my inventory. That's what I think we're going to go with. I didn't want to use any more oak logs or spruce. I feel like we have enough of that going on. Actually, let me grab up this dirt. Never know when you're going to need it, and I'm just about out. Alright, floor's in. Now it is definitely quite dark in here. But let's see if we can't get a little bit of light with that there. And that there. I do want to add some more decorations inside here in a little bit. But right now we're just going to work on the rest of this stuff. Now up here I brought some oak stairs. I kind of want to have like a stairway out here. We'll switch this over to a slab as well. Yeah, just do the same thing on all 3 of these windows out here. Thinking maybe we have a little fence border. Just like that. And then hanging down off that roof, we can throw a lantern on each one. And that should give us a good little bit of light. I think I'm going to leave this roof open, but I do want to fill in this top part, because that just looks kind of funky. Just continue this wall up 1 more block. Oh, I'm missing a slab there. Do I have a slab? No, I don't, but I have a crafting table. We adapt. Throw that bad boy right there. I think I should be able to get rid of these and those lanterns give off enough light. Maybe just in case we throw one up top there. So we got that. Maybe I should slab here, slab there. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like that. Do that on the other sides. I like that it's oak too and not the same as the roof. It brings it a little bit lighter. And we get a nice little view of our whole island from up here. Alright, windows are in. We definitely need some lighting up here. So let's bring back those fences. We need some spruce fences. There's a lot of oak in here. Just throw a couple right there.
And that should be plenty for this level. Now on the outside, I think I want to add some fences in the corners here. Yeah, I want to take that all the way up to the top. Maybe just this bottom portion. Alright. Got a lot of that in. I'd love to add some bookshelves in here. If I had access to paper. But I don't. So I'm going to have to get a little creative when it comes to decorating that interior. I think this floor and this middle part, I'll just leave how they are for now. But this one being as big as it is, I definitely want to add some stuff in here. But I'll think about that as I continue doing more stuff on the outside. Brought in some leaves. Definitely want to add some bushes around. Leaves just make everything look so much better. Alright, grass is coming along nicely, so soon we'll be able to figure out a path. I'm going to go to connect to both bridges. And I'm going to add some little lampposts along the path as well. That way we can get rid of all these torches on the ground. I hate just having torches on the ground. I really don't like having torches anywhere, honestly. The lanterns just make everything look so much better. And I love these pink petals just falling. Look so fantasy. I know that's not right. Oh well. Okay, so I think I came up with a cool little interior here. I would love to have bookshelves like I was saying to throw in here, but even without it, I'm kind of liking what I came up with. Went with kind of like a spooky little fantasy vibe. Got some amethyst clusters. And I ended up putting all the candles that we got from the mob farm in here and lit some of the soul sand on fire. So just a spooky little area, barrels, chests, furnaces, stuff like that. If I had like brewing stands and like I said, bookshelves, that would fit perfectly in here. But I don't, so I'm working with what I got. And I'm happy with that. Up next, I think I need to work on these pathways and some lanterns. Most of the grass is in now. I'll start on that side and give this side just a little bit more time to grow before I cut it off with some paths. But I'm going to get started on that. And I think we might need another tree right here. So I'm going to get another cherry sapling, plant a tree right there, and then I'll get these pathways going. Okay, we got our pathways in, going from both bridges all the way up to our tower. And we got our lampposts in. Now these I want to add all along all three. I guess that one doesn't really need any, but this island and this island, I just want to throw a couple on there. And we need to get some bone meal on this grass, get something else going. I wish I had some access to bees so I could keep this orange. So I think I really like the regular copper look with the stone here. I wish I could keep that like that, but I can't wax it because I don't have access to bees. But anyway, I'm gonna run around, do some last minute details to this. We only got a few days left. Get some bone meal down, get some more lamppost in, and I'll see you guys once I'm done with all that. Alright guys, we have made it to day 100. Everything in this world started from this one little block right here. We're able to turn it into everything that we've got here today. We built our custom island encasing that one block all the way up to our starter base. We got our nether portal and our spruce island. Over on this side, we got our farms in. A little bit of a plains island, oak trees. We got our cows, we got our sheep. And then our big island in the back. We got our cherry trees and our awesome enchantment fantasy tower kind of deal. Now, I did just find out you can craft sugarcane. So, we have sugarcane now. Obviously, it's a little late to be doing anything with it. But hey, maybe I'll do 200 days and we can do some more stuff with that. But
if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please drop a like, drop a subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.